Good evening. Welcome to another episode of Let's Talk. I'm your host, Jason, with my co-host,
Just Cheryl.
And tonight you guys can see we got a very lovely guest tonight, Miss Felicia Burrows.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome to the show. So
Yes, welcome.
Get some house clean out of this. Here at Let's Talk, we like to talk about issues that matter to you. And we like to come up with practical workable solutions. So we have more actions. And let's talk. Why do I want to say worship just now?
I don't know. That's always a good thing.
Worship.
That's
But
it.
Anyway, it's always good to worship. It's always good to worship. So yeah, tonight our topic is the joys and stresses of Christmas. But before we get into this, Miss Felicia, welcome to the show. You got any special viewers out there you will say hi to?
Everyone who I sent the link out to, my friends and family who is watching, thank you so much for supporting me as always, and happy to have you here tonight.
Yes. We're happy to have you here.
Yes.
And guys, we just want to let y'all know that this is our last show for the year.
Mhm.
Don't
And
cry.
so, we do want to thank our viewers who've been watching us from, I don't know how long we've been on the show,
No,
Jason.
Don't put me on the spot.
He doesn't know, of course. Must be a guy thing.
Oh, see,
But I can tell you, it's been, I don't really remember either, but I'm sure it was early this year. We've been on for a while. And we want to say thank you to all of you who've been watching. Dira Ferguson, I don't remember your first name properly, but I just want to say thank you because you are a faithful watcher. And everyone else, I've called many names in the past, but I'm just shouting that out to her tonight to say thank you for watching. And also Mrs. Ferguson, her mom, thank you for watching. Shirley Ferguson. Now, everyone else, thank you for watching. And even as we end tonight, we want to encourage you to continue watching us and supporting us in the new year, if God allows, of course.
Most definitely. See, I don't know why Cheryl start with this name calling. See, this is always get people in problems. You call them names, and then you can forget somebody. And we have some very loyal commenters, callers, and watchers. And for you to now start calling off names, you can cause me getting problems. So, guys,
I'm fine with that.
I'm
fine with Jason getting in problems.
See there?
But you know what? Maybe every week we'll just call a few names until we cover everyone.
Yeah. I will start tonight because they can say, well, why I didn't call their name in the first rush. So guess what, guys? Thank you. Love you all. Keep supporting. I really appreciate it.
And it's not because you don't remember anyone's name, right?
I know everybody's name.
I know you do.
The show will end.
I know.
We can get to the topic if I keep calling off names. But like, subscribe, share, and hit that notification bell. That will let you guys know that when we come on.
Yes.
So you don't have to keep sending out the link. Hey, where the link is, where the link. No. Once you subscribe, hit that bell, it'll automatically let you know. And don't be scared to call in, man. 352-TALK, 352-8255. And you can always comment. So let's get back to the topic now. The joys and stresses of Christmas. Now, Christmas is supposed to be joy. I don't know how stress even get inside there. But it's supposed to be joy. It's the birth, when we celebrate the birth of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
Amen.
We don't know when his birthday is, but this is the time we choose to celebrate it.
Right.
Every day belongs to him, but we definitely give him this special day. So how stress get inside there? Stress shouldn't even be with that. They don't, but somehow we stressing it out because, Christmas time, nobody won't be alone.
Oh, you jump way ahead. Let's ask our guest first.
Yes.
Just
Okay,
how
go
do you
ahead,
feel
Felicia.
about
Just
this whole
jump in there.
the topic, maybe the joys and stresses of Christmas?
I do believe that the joys and stresses can coexist during the Utah season of Christmas as we celebrate the birth of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. So I do agree with the topic that they can coexist because everybody's journey is different. Everyone's story is different. And so not digging too much into the topic just yet, but persons are grieving over the course of the year. They would have lost loved ones.
Yes.
Persons would have given birth to newborn babies who may be celebrating their first Christmas. And so there's always the ebbs and flows of life. There's always good times and bad times. And depending on where this season catches you or what part of life you're in, then during this time, it may be difficult or it may be you on that mountaintop experiencing the thrill of life and the joy of Christmas.
Well
Excellent.
said. Well
Wow.
said.
Wow.
Awesome. Yes.
But okay.
And I think
ahead.
too, though, if we remember the reason, and I don't want to get into the same regular cliche, the reason for the season,
Yeah.
but if we remember the reason for the season, that Christmas is just about the birth of Christ
Correct.
and the gift that God gave to the earth.
Correct.
But somehow we always throw ourselves into it because we know Christmas is our holiday,
Mhm.
and somehow there's a reflection. It reflects you as a person. I know for me, Christmas reflects wherever I am in life. It reflects how much I have and how much I don't have financially for some reason. It reflects whether you're in a relationship or not in a relationship. It reflects your relationship with those, how close you are, whether it's your children. Somehow the season brings out, or it emphasizes just about every facet of your life. And this can cause, it could be immense happiness because, like you said, it could be you realize, oh, you're so in love and your relationship is so awesome. And so you celebrate that as a part of the Christmas season. Or you realize how lonely you are and that you don't have someone and wish you did have someone because everybody else is emphasizing their relationships. Or you realize, okay, I thought my children felt a little more about me, but they're a little selfish because it's about what they want and not what they're giving me. And so everything seems to kind of come out. And I think that's why the topic is so interesting, because there, it does coexist, the joys and the stresses of Christmas. I think what we need to do is find out how we can, I guess, emphasize the joy and limit
Minimize.
or minimize the stresses.
So I wanted to ask the questions. This season, and this will go to you, right? You could, anyone of you can start at it first. Where does this Christmas find you? Which, on the meter of joy and stress, where is it finding you?
You'll answer after us, of course.
Of course. Yes.
I'll let you go first.
Well, for me, I find myself on the meter of joy.
Okay.
I'd say I'm about an 8 right now.
Wow.
It's awesome.
Because I have chosen to choose joy.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it.
So
Choose it.
I choose
Yes.
joy. Of course, this year there were ebbs and flows. There were
Mhm.
high moments and low moments, as we all have them. But for me, I choose joy. I choose to find gratitude in every day. I choose to celebrate the birth of my Lord and Savior,
Mhm.
Jesus Christ. I choose to celebrate that this is a time that I get to be on vacation.
Okay.
This is
Yes.
the time
That's
that
the
I
best.
get to celebrate with friends and family and persons I haven't seen for a very long time.
Mhm.
So this is a season where I choose joy and I choose to be grateful for the little things like a roof over my head, food to eat, money in the bank, simple things. We get so caught up in the busyness of it and trying to people please in a sense.
Mhm.
But
Yes.
I choose to find my peace and I have chosen joy. So I'm about
Awesome.
an 8 on the joy
Awesome.
meter.
Awesome. Awesome.
Awesome.
Maybe we should let Cheryl go first. Now she got something to think about.
You know, I'm just gonna agree with everything she said.
Seriously.
And of course, we're gonna have Jason in the commercial break say, "Oh no, that's not you. We want real Cheryl."
That's right.
But yes, I'm choosing joy as well. The end. No, I think I love Christmas. I love the season. I love Christmas. I love buying gifts. I love giving
Okay.
gifts. I love receiving
getting
gifts. Saved by the Bell. Awesome. Let's just take that call.
That's great. Welcome to Let's Talk Caller. You are live. Go ahead.
Hi, this is Let's Talk.
Hello, this is Let's Talk.
Yes.
Yes, go ahead. You're live. Go ahead.
Hey,
caller.
how's it going, everyone? I've been tuning in just now, and I love the topic today.
Awesome, awesome. Which say,
So
what
we're-
say he?
So I'm riding with my family now, and question for the group: what's a good budget for Christmas time for a family? Like, have you not that I don't want a hard number, you know, percentage wise, but that has a lot to do with the joys and successes in my mind. Like, what type of budget you plan on spending as a family, and what's the expectation? Should we be going on Christmas? Should we be going on Christmas trips together? Should we buy a certain allotment of gifts? It'll help me out. What y'all think about that?
Okay, we'll answer that. Caller, thank you for calling. Hang up and we'll answer you live.
Oh my, cool. I thought I was on air. Sorry for
Okay,
that.
no, you are on there now. If you want to wait, we can. Also, you want us to answer you? Okay, we can.
No,
do
no,
that.
I can hang up.
No, it's just what you choose, caller. We have to please. This the.
All right, I'll hang up and let you guys get this so I can watch it live.
All right.
Jason,
All right,
seriously,
thank you, everyone.
Thanks for calling, caller. Thanks for calling.
All right.
So I will attempt to go at this, right?
Mhm.
The budget is whatever is comfortable
Yes,
for your family without
Yes.
going into debt.
Yeah.
I think you should be borrowing
Mhm.
right.
for vacation or for gifts and stuff like that. It should stay within your means. And if you're talking about a Christmas trip, I think that should have been planned
Yes.
Mhm.
ahead of time so you
Mhm.
guys could save up for it.
Mhm.
Prioritize. Don't be cutting your bills to go on vacation now,
Right.
because them bills can still be there when you come back. And the Christmas, you'll have a bright Christmas but a black New Year. So
Yes.
we ain't trying to do that. So whatever, I think the husband and wife or the family should sit down
Mhm.
and just talk it out and see what's comfortable.
Yes.
You should make some sacrifices, but sacrifice within means now.
Yes.
Not sacrifice where you're going to actually put the family in debt.
Mhm.
So that's what I think. I can't, and everybody's budget is different.
It's different. Yes.
Everybody some people could need to go to the Dollar Tree. The others go into Louis Vuitton.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
go within your budget, ladies.
I definitely agree with you, Ryan. Something that someone would have said to me today, actually, they said that their family do name picking. And so their parents would purchase gifts for all of the children, but amongst the siblings, they would actually name pick. So they don't have enough in their budget to purchase gifts for everyone.
Right.
But if they pick a name,
Mhm.
they could give themselves a budget of about
Yes.
$50
Yes.
Mhm.
if it is within their means. Because again, we're talking about the joys and the stress of
Yes.
Christmas. If you go above your means
Right.
and have a blackout New Year, then you will be stressed.
Yes.
Absolutely. I agree. It's different for different people. And I think it's important not to compare yourself with others.
Amen.
And I think that's where we get into a rut when we compare ourselves to others. We, like Jason said, some of us, you may only be able to afford the Dollar Tree.
Yeah.
So go with what you can afford and make sure that it is a decision that both spouses come together to make.
Yes.
I think it's important. At Christmas, what we do is we make emotional decisions. I've done that before. I have not made real practical decisions. I make emotional decisions. And then in January, I suffer from it.
That's right.
And you have to make extra sacrifices just to get by. Need a certain amount for Christmas. We should start planning
That's
for
it.
it way ahead of time.
Yes.
You can't, and that's where the stress comes in. Because when you can't find money to do what you need to do, and we feel like, okay, the kids need something. Your power may not be on, but you want to make sure all your kids get a present. That
That's
makes
crazy.
no sense.
Crazy.
We have to make sure that we're living a real life. We're
That's
being
right.
real.
That's right. And we have to sit and actually understand, be able to understand. Get out, like you said, don't let your feelings dictate it now.
Yes.
Because here we are now. But first of all, Christmas, anniversaries, and birthdays come around the same time every year. So if
Surprise.
you really want to do something,
Yes.
you can save towards it. Don't wait to put that pressure on yourself to try to do it a week, or you got to wait till payday before Christmas to now
Right.
go get your gifts
Mhm.
or whatever. That's just poor planning. Budget, plan ahead.
Mhm.
And then again, you need to sit and speak with each other
Right.
and be realistic. You said it, don't compare.
Mhm.
Because Miss Susie Q got on the Remy. Oh, so now she's pressuring her
Yes.
husband for her to get the Remy as well. And
Please
vice
get the
versa.
Remy.
So
It's important.
we have to be with him. It's because now what's the sense of you pressuring your spouse to get you, or your children pressuring you to get a particular gift,
Mhm.
and then now they got it for you, but that your spouse or the child is stressed out now
Mhm.
because they please you, but now they can't be pleased because
Yes.
they're stressing. They
Yes.
can't enjoy the holidays.
Right.
But we're gonna come right back to this after this commercial break. So before the call, Cheryl was telling us where she was on the Joy and Stress meet. I ain't let you get off. I ain't gonna let you get off. So did you finish?
I'll come back to it, but I can't wait to hear what you have to say, Jason. So let's
you
just
come back
get to
again
you
now,
and then
piggyback again.
and then yes.
Well, me, I find myself at different levels at different times in my life. Because in the beginning, when you were younger, it was all about joys, the gifts, and
Yes.
then you just can't wait for Christmas.
Mhm.
Then you became adult and you started adulting. Then you
Mhm.
realize that, okay, this is what mommy and daddy had to go through.
Right.
Like mommy, I ain't talk with daddy, but this is what mommy had to go through to provide for us to
Mhm.
hold on. This is stressful.
Right.
So I started to get, man, like a Christmas, hold on. This is all about the kids. I stopped
Mhm.
enjoying Christmas
Right.
because I was too busy providing for whoever was around
Right.
me,
Mhm.
kids, wife, children, whatever. Now I'm at a place now where I'm comfortable within myself and be like, hold on, I give if I want to give.
Right. And
I
what you
give
can
if
give.
I give
Mhm.
what I can give.
Right.
So now I am enjoying Christmas again now. And to me, it's about family.
Mhm.
I look for it. And I love when the family
Spending
get together.
time,
Oh,
yes.
we can eat. We can eat. I looking for it, boy. We can eat. And I just love the family, the camaraderie, the
Yes.
fellowship. You
Yes.
know, and we just getting together, talking old stories, playing games, and up till nothing. We didn't sleep the night before because we was up till nothing cooking.
Mhm.
And then the next day we just trying to push through
Right.
eating and just enjoying ourselves. So I look forward to it now. I don't too big on the gifts part.
Mhm.
Like I say, whether I give or get.
Right.
I ain't focused too much on that because Christmas to me has been commercialized. And I'm sure we're going to get into that,
Mm.
but it's been commercialized. And for a long time, that had me turn off a little bit for Christmas
Right.
because it was too commercialized. But right now, it's all joy.
Mm.
All joy, baby.
Because you chose joy.
Yes, because I chose joy.
That's it. Yes, I definitely believe it's commercialized. But you pointed out something very important, Jason, about family spending time, and I think that's one of my favorite things about Christmas too. It's about spending time. I know. For me, it's going to be bittersweet because a friend of mine who passed away this year, last year Christmas, she came and she was with me Christmas Day, and I'm so glad because I usually don't spend Christmas here. I normally travel. And last year was the first time in a long time that I was here. And she was with me for Christmas Day. And so I'm happy for that memory. But the important thing is the camaraderie, the love that we share, the time that we spend with family. And I think if we focus on that, it will be way less stressful. But it becomes stressful because of our response to what we have and what we don't have, and our expectations are unrealistic. And I think that's what becomes stressful.
Yes. You know, this time puts pressure on a lot of people. Pressure tall, right?
Yes.
Because
Yes, especially parents with young children.
Yes.
And I think it's so important to talk to your children. I know children, they will see the commercials on TV. They'll see what the neighbors' kids have. They will see. But I think we have to be honest with our children. I mean, my kids are grown. I don't have to buy them diddly. And I should probably tell them that, guys.
Yeah. Look for that.
Yes, I don't, it's the choice.
Yes.
But I have a very practical, very, very practical point of view as it relates to buying gifts, even now for adult children. But even if the kids are young, and I do understand the pressure to want to give your kids something. You watch these movies and it's so emotional and you feel, okay, this is something that I have to do. But I think we do put too much pressure on ourselves where
Yes.
that is concerned.
Yes. We watching the Joneses. We trying to keep up with
Mhm.
the
Yeah.
Joneses. A lot of us try to keep up with the Joneses. We putting ourselves in these pressure cookers,
Mhm.
you know, to try to perform and try to provide
Right.
that and stuff what don't even matter.
Yeah.
You know, it's just so that the other person out there can say, "Oh, look what I did for her.
Mhm.
Look what I did for him. Look what I did for my kids."
Right.
You know, and like you say, somebody say you're buying these kids these stuff and you light off or like
Mhm.
about to be turned off.
Right.
That don't make no kind of sense. You know, but we fall into
Not to you, it does it because you're sensible.
true.
But
You know, we fall into this materialistic, this
Mhm.
commercialized driven culture. You know, we gotta get, we gotta give. You know, and because of that, people making some stupid, some silly choices.
Mhm.
You know, you got some people out there who's sticking in some relationships
Oh my
they
gosh,
don't
I
want to
knew he was
be
gonna-
in, but they can stay in that relationship
or
because
go back,
Christmas
or
coming,
go back to
or
one.
go back
Yes.
because Christmas coming and they don't want to be by
Alone.
themselves.
Yes.
You got some people out there doing some freaky things to get some dollars so they
wanna
can get
match
that gift.
pajamas.
They will match pajamas. That's it.
Well, that's very important.
Listen, for years I was dissing the matching pajamas, but guess
my
what? On
gosh.
matching pajamas last year.
You don't diss it until you tried it, huh?
I'm serious.
Yes.
But yeah, so what says he?
Well, I would say earlier you talked about comparison,
Mhm.
and comparison is the thief of joy.
Yes,
And
it
so
is.
when you look at the highlight reels, social media,
Mhm.
we're a click away. And so you see persons with the matching pajamas.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You see the big trips to New York and wherever else
Mhm.
for the Christmas, but they can't afford it.
Yes.
Number one, and you don't know what is beyond those highlight reels. It's just a moment
Mhm.
of that person's whole life.
Yes.
They may be miserable. They
That's
may
true.
husband and wife may be on the brink of a divorce.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
They may be borrowing from the bank
Yes.
Absolutely,
just
yes.
to go on that trip.
Mhm.
So you don't know what's really behind the highlight reel, and you have to be realistic. Again, comparison is the thief of joy. Find joy in what you have and make the best of it.
Mhm.
Most
And
definitely.
another thing, you talked about teaching our children about Christmas, and it's not all about the gifts.
Mhm.
Getting us back to basics. What is the true meaning of Christmas?
Mhm.
How are we giving to others?
Right.
The Bible talks about giving to the least of these. That's the greatest gift we can
Definitely.
give to our Lord and Savior,
Most
Jesus
definitely.
Christ.
Mhm.
And so, how about us taking a different approach and having the children, instead of receiving gifts,
Giving.
find someone to give to?
That's
awesome.
true.
I love that.
And I don't know how many of us practice that, making sure that our children give gifts. Some of us don't even expect anything from our children.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's how we grow them up. You must find 10 gifts under the Christmas tree, but you have lunch money.
Yes.
Save
Yes.
your money and
Yes.
buy something for mommy
Yes.
and buy something for daddy and buy something for Grammy. And, even if you take them to the dollar store
Right.
and make sure they buy something, because we have to train our children to give and not just to
Most definitely.
receive.
And like you said, it starts in the home, training them. They gotta see us giving first.
That's
Yes.
true. But
See,
we're always giving them,
no,
though.
but hold on. I'm not talking to them. See, that's expected.
Oh, you
We're
mean
supposed
giving-
to do that. We're
Right.
supposed to give to our children. We're supposed to take care of them. But how much us taking that outside the home?
Right.
Our
That's
children
true.
see us being, what do they call it?
Effacement.
Hospitable.
Right.
And
To
just
others.
taking
Yes.
care of other people. Kind.
Yes.
Just sharing a meal
courteous.
and just courteous
Yeah.
and just
Yeah,
giving
yeah.
people a ride or whatever.
Yes.
Or just giving people a kind word.
Absolutely. That's true.
Our children see us doing that.
Mhm.
So yeah, we could tell them, but it's
Mhm.
best to show them.
Yes.
So yeah, I do agree with both of you guys, and we need to teach the children. And I started in my home,
Mhm.
and I hope it rubbed off.
Right.
Mhm.
But I shouldn't say I hope. I know my kids do,
Right.
and I
Okay.
take the pressure off of them. Hey, I know you only got no money.
Mhm.
Don't try, but they
Mhm.
they,
They
also,
still do.
do.
Right.
So
That's good.
we have to model it
Right.
Yeah.
and show it to them, and then they
Mhm.
probably hopefully they'll follow in our footsteps.
Mhm.
So go beyond the words.
Yeah. And I think to a certain extent, well, not to a certain extent, we have become a selfish people.
Oh yes.
It's all about me. It's
Mhm.
all about what I can do for me. But again, what can we do for others?
Mhm.
How can we extend our hands to
Mhm.
others? Because a lot of persons look like they're okay, but again, they may be grieving
Mhm.
and the loss of your friend.
Yeah.
Have my sympathy. They may be
Thank you.
grieving the loss of a family member.
Yes.
Mhm.
There's a lot of things that is happening, and persons are putting up facades.
Yes. Yes.
So try to be there for someone during
Yes,
this
being
Utah
kinder.
season.
Mhm.
I think that's the number one thing. Be there
Yes.
for somebody, you said.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So we got to take another quick commercial break. Just stick around and join us. Call us. We'll be glad to hear from you. We'll be right back.
Where you going, mate?
To go buy these tickets for the party tonight.
Why this boy so dumb?
Tickets242.com.
You know how hard it is?
They sell tickets for parties, concerts, plays, sporting events, everything.
You know how expensive bus is?
Well, if you just buy the tickets online, they could just send you it in the email. Then you could just print it off.
You know how strong mosquitoes is?
Or you could go to the box office downtown or the Genesis Street Gear.
You ain't scared of Joneses, eh?
And we are back. Welcome back to Let's Talk. Today our topic is the joys and stresses of Christmas. And we've been talking about it, a lot of the joys and what we should be doing. And so we can delve a little bit into now the stresses, some of the stresses of Christmas. And I think one of the stresses is having to perform during this time. Now, y'all can take that however y'all want to take that. We have to perform during Christmas. We got some fellas out there getting kind of crazy out there. They do some weird things out there just to try to perform for the woman. They will take what you have so they can go and give it to the people. We got that kind of crazy people. Then we got some people out there who don't want to be alone. I ain't gonna call no gender because they always say they're picking on women. But we got some people out there who don't want to be alone in this kind of time. Oh, Christmas time to get booed up. They can laugh at the people jokes a little harder. They can be a little friendlier. They can be a little bit more courteous. You know, they can smile a little bit more because they don't want to be put to the side. They won't be out in the cold in this Christmas.
That is not a thing.
Y'all know what they talking about?
No.
You nobody know what they talking about?
You know what he's talking about? Clueless over here. Keep going.
Oh.
As soon as we can figure it out, we'll let you know. Yes.
So you only never hear that these are familiar with females just finding the right fella for now so that she could get the Christmas
No,
spirit.
But it's a two-way street.
Okay, elaborate.
guys do the same thing too.
Guys
Huh?
want that PS5.
Yeah,
Or the latest, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. What kind of guys these are?
And guess what? In today's society, a lot of the guys, they want to be catered to.
Oh yeah.
They want to be a
support
man,
that.
and they want persons to purchase stuff for them too.
They want someone to take to the family Christmas party and
Yeah.
Christmas
So-
dinners and
Also,
stuff like
so
that.
it's a
So,
transaction and
so
Yeah.
for hire, so the girl for hire. But
I
anyway,
never said anything. Really?
welcome to Let's Talk Calling You Live.
Hello.
Go ahead, Calling You Live. Go ahead.
I just want to tell you all how much I appreciate
Kind of.
this little show. You all should be very entertaining. I just want you all to keep up the good job you all doing.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So, how you feeling this Christmas coming? You feeling the pressure? Or you ready for it?
I ready for it. I ready to spend all the money.
Okay.
So you spend all the money so
No
everybody
stress
can be
there.
happy.
You'll be bringing a lot of joy.
Yes. I want to tell Cheryl she looked so Christmassy inside this red shirt, this red dress.
Okay. All right. You got a blushing, caller. You got a blushing. Thanks for calling, caller. We appreciate your call. Call back anytime. Cheryl appreciates that.
All right.
I was trying to be nice. Jason. Yes, definitely. I do appreciate that. And thank you so much.
Got the woman blushing. Callers, we have the best callers around. Got this woman blushing. Thank you all for that. Thank you all. So yes, thank you for forgetting what he's talking about.
Yes,
So
thank
you said the guys want to be catered to. I
Yes, they
subscribe to that. Men should be catered to.
I agree, but
catered to in the sense that
they
in the
don't want-
context that she was saying.
Catered to, just as women should be catered to, men should be catered to.
I believe that men and women should be catered to,
Mhm.
but when it gets to the place where a man wants to be catered to, but he don't want to return,
Oh no, that's wrong. That's wrong.
that's where I'm
That's right.
coming from. So yeah, a lot of men are becoming women in a sense.
Really?
Because yes, back in the day, women were the ones who were mainly catered to. So now
And there was a return in the favor, so now the man
Exactly.
ain't return. See, but can you catch that just so now?
No,
the man-
you don't want to go there with him.
Right.
But I definitely do
it's
understand.
still not right.
no.
But back to your original point, though, I think I do think it's tough on people. The whole because Christmas is an emotional season, so I do feel that it is tough on people who are alone,
Mhm.
especially if, like Felicia said earlier, if let's say your spouse would have passed away,
Mhm.
and this is your first Christmas without the person, and I'm not saying that compromising yourself because of the season is worth it. Compromising yourself in any way for any time is never worth it. And people do compromise themselves financially at Christmas time. At the same time, emotionally, we do
Yeah.
that because you don't want to be alone. And it's not a good thing, but I do understand why people do it because, like I said, it is an emotional season.
Yes. So stick a pin. We come right back to you, Cheryl. Welcome to That Talk Caller. You are live. What says ye?
Hello, hello, hello. I would just love to say that I absolutely love the talk tonight.
Awesome. So
I don't mean to be a Sour Patch Kid, but to piggyback on what you asked earlier, Jason, about the ladies who want to be booed up, I'm a married lady, so you can tell me I gotta be fair, gotta be watching out for my man going out there because those ladies want to be booed up. Help me understand this, please.
oh
On
wow.
that note, bye.
Thanks, Connor. Listen, they out there. The sharks and the little Jezebels, and they out there, and look here, they waiting for y'all. They're waiting for the women, for the wives to slip up. They're waiting. They're
I
waiting.
don't agree with that.
So-
You don't think there are
listen.
single men out there for any female who wants to be booed up? There are
Oh,
men
yes.
who want to be booed up as well, so
Yeah.
they can find each other.
Yes, but the caller specifically said she needs to watch out. 'cause
She's asking
married.
if you think she needs to
Yeah,
watch out.
I always guess
I
what?
don't think she
The
needs
devil
to
don't
watch
never
out.
take a break. The devil don't never sleep.
What do
and
you
guess
think,
what?
Felicia? Do you think that married women need to
I don't
watch
think
out?
that it's just during Christmas time.
Oh Lord.
I think
Right. That's right.
I think that both parties, men and women, have to cater to their wives and their husbands
Mhm.
to make sure the home is happy.
Well, that's true.
Right.
She's not
Um,
agreeing with you, Jason.
And beyond Christmas time, what I had a question in my mind sitting here, what about the guys who have 3 and 4 girlfriends? How are they spreading?
The Christmas
They
joy.
must be. That's what they exactly what they're doing. They're spreading the Christmas joy. Hey, that's why it's so stressful for them.
Yeah.
They got it.
So you think everybody gets a gift? for the person who-
do it.
Maybe one of them needs to call in and let us know how
should,
it works.
Because guess what? You got some females out there with multiple fellas as well.
No, that
because she
doesn't
says,
happen.
this one get me this one for that, and this one for this. It's all around. That's stress.
Mhm.
That's
Yes.
stress. Because he has to perform. He has to now take care of all these homes
Yes,
Mhm.
as he can get. He'll be finding himself out in the cold.
that's true. And but some people can afford to do it, and some
Yeah.
people plan for it.
Yeah.
Especially someone who's in that kind of situation does a lot of planning.
Oh, yes.
He's used to planning because he
Yes.
has to plan his time.
Yes.
He has to plan his emotions. He has to plan his physical activities. So he's used to planning. So I'm sure he plans for
He's good at-
Christmas
He's good at planning.
Mhm.
He's good.
and
But then-
how he's going to be, I guess.
And like I said, some people who might find themselves in a situation on the receiving end of that
Right.
because they don't want to be alone. Speaking about one of those females
Yes.
she knows she's number 3, but she don't want
Wow.
to be alone, so she settles
Mhm.
because this is Christmas.
Right.
She's not gonna put him in his place and say, "Hey, no more of this. It's either for me, you all for me, or
Mhm.
none." She ain't gonna do it because this is Christmas, so I can sit back and play the role.
It all goes back to standards though. What is your personal standard?
Mhm.
Just how we chose joy, we choose what we want to do.
Mhm.
Cheryl talked about the fact that Christmas basically meets us where we're at. So
Mhm.
again, with relationships, with that person, that young lady who is the third wheel, fourth wheel on the
And the totem pole.
bandwagon.
Mhm.
She has to know her standards, know her worth.
Mhm.
And when you know your worth and your standards, you stand in that. And you don't have to be lonely during Christmas. You could spend time with friends, family.
And family,
You could
yes.
find things to do.
Yeah.
You can find the joy.
Yes, I agree. And
And
you
for
know-
people though who have, let's say someone who doesn't, I think we talked a little earlier about being kind and us being caring. And I think those of us, I guess we should maybe look out for those people who we know. It could be people who are maybe elderly persons who live alone.
Yeah.
And it's important that we find them and reach out to them, because people who are lonely or maybe suffering emotionally are usually the last ones to reach out
yes,
Yeah.
and seek help.
Yeah.
And so maybe the onus is upon us to do something about that.
most definitely. We have eyes and we see what we want to see, right?
Mhm.
And some of us shut up the bowels of compassion. We shut up our hearts because we become materialistic. We become
Right.
a selfish crew. We don't want to see them people, so we'll stay out of areas that may highlight
Mhm.
those people, so we can play like we didn't see them, so that we can sleep better at night. But at the end of the day, you can reap what you sow. You will reap what you sow. So, but to get back on, just to speak back on what you were talking about, so because we are a materialistic generation and we doing things for the ground, some of us we can settle.
Mhm.
We don't care. We don't mind playing the third base because we got somebody else as a third base. So the standards have dropped so low. As long as we getting things, we can deal with it. Whatever comes with it. We'll push our emotions to the side. We'll make ourselves feel that this is all I deserve, or just because this is the norm, I won't let it get to me. Because once you got things, you are right. And that's sad because we're doing it for the gram. We're doing it.
When you say
For
for the
fame.
gram, we're talking about Instagram?
Yes.
Oh, okay, just making sure.
These old
I
people,
mean,
don't know.
for the older audience, yes. But the person who is playing second fiddle, I don't necessarily think that person is doing it for Christmas. I just think this is the person's standard all year round. I personally don't believe that people become booed up just for Christmas. You believe that? I don't believe that. I just think so. If someone does that, then after Christmas they break up.
Oh, no. Valentine's. You gotta hold on till Valentine's. You don't know it. You hear the talk. Hold on. I gotta watch it. Gotta watch my pocket, because guess what? I ain't accepting no new friend requests. I ain't accepting no new calls. Because
People only say that for fun. That's not a real thing.
Thanksgiving, they say they ain't accepting no new calls and say they stand and they lean until Valentine's. That's what I hear the talk is. Don't come around me. I can see you after Valentine's. If you wasn't talking to me before Thanksgiving, don't come talking, smiling up on my face now. Because I ain't buying no gift. This thing really, people out there, this world, we so material driven. And like I said, Christmas has been so commercialized, and you got to buy the new thing. You got to make sure your family have this, because they ain't gonna be happy. And as a man, we have to provide now. We have to step up and be a man now, because how you can say you's man and you can't give me this?
So do you think the pressure is more on men at Christmas than
Most
women?
definitely.
Really?
Most definitely, because men, we have a role to play. And I subscribe to provider, protector, priest.
Yeah.
Provider. So I then put that pressure on myself as the provider. My wife or my woman, whoever woman, she looking at me as the provider too. So hey, provide me with Christmas gifts.
Yeah.
Provide the children with this, that. So we have, and then we have other men who putting pressure on him because he might could afford it, right? I mean, we looking at this guy, he could afford it. He's doing this for his family. He looking at me side eye. Now I won't be a man in his eyes. So now I put the pressure on myself too. Let me go do this for my family too, because
It's
I don't want to be
different. I believe the pressure is on the female equal just as much,
Go ahead.
because she has to cook this big spread. I mean, she never bake ham in her life,
Right.
but she bake ham.
But if he ain't buy the ham, she ain't got
She
nothing to
might
cook.
be the one buying
Well,
for
for
splitting the house. She
yeah.
might be purchasing the grocery.
True.
But I feel the pressure is most on single parents
Yeah.
at Christmas. I think for those parents with just even if it's just a
Yes.
male or
Yes.
just a female in the house,
Yes.
there's a lot of pressure, because not only do you have to provide the material things, you have to provide the emotions as well.
Yes.
It's just you. And I think those people have it the hardest. But I wish those persons, especially, would talk to their children, would have
Yes.
that conversation
Yes,
with their
yes.
children.
I agree
You know.
with you, Cheryl. I do agree with you on that. Single parents, single mothers
Mhm.
will find it hardest during this time.
Yes.
Because a lot of deadbeat dads out there.
Right.
I'd be the first to say it. So he won't take that pressure on. Only the real
Mhm.
men
Mhm.
will actually accept that pressure and try and meet it.
Mhm.
The single mothers don't have that choice, most of them, because these days, this breed of woman,
Mhm.
they reminded me of deadbeat dads.
Okay.
A lot of them, they're
What
moving
about-
along that track.
What about both parents leaving, where the grandparents taking care of the children? as
And
well?
that's
That
why
you
I
have
said
that
this
too.
breed of
Yeah.
these
Yeah,
mothers
so-
today, they stepping out and leaving it to the grandparents.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So
Mhm.
my day, the single mothers, they really had pressure on them.
Mhm.
Still do, right?
Right.
Because like you said, it's the emotional support,
Mhm.
and they have to now struggle to provide the food,
Yeah.
what you're saying, and little toys. They gotta go buy a gift
Mhm.
for their child, because you don't want your child be the only one not unwrapping something
Mhm.
for Christmas.
Yeah.
That can mess with their mind. So now this mother
Mhm.
has this pressure on her to do whatever she got to do to now to make it happen for a child.
You got Christmas gifts as a child growing up?
Yes,
Every Christmas?
every Christmas.
Oh, it was just me then. You too,
Listen,
Felicia, every Christmas you got
Every
Christmas
Christmas.
gifts?
that's why I appreciate my mother and my aunt who
But-
stepped in for my dad.
See, I want to know, because if I'm thinking, if we never got gifts, if you never got gifts, what would have been your train of thought? See, but you guys can't answer that because you always got
Mhm.
gifts. Because I know when we grew up, it was a different time.
Mhm.
And I think the freedom that we had, because Christmas Day, we were out of the house still playing with our friends, and it wasn't the big comparison who get this, who got a bigger this, because now this is what it is.
Right.
When kids come back to school in January, the big
Mhm.
comparison is you have an iPhone
Oh,
15 or you have a whatever.
You get a
And
PS5,
and
PS-
exactly. And your gift may have cost $500, $600, but your friend's own cost $1,500. So you
Right.
felt like you got nothing.
Yes.
And there's something wrong with the world.
Terribly wrong.
You know,
Terribly.
and this is the, and that's why there's so much pressure on parents. And I'm thinking you know, the parents who have to, it's not just the have-nots who are causing the problem. The haves are causing the problem too,
Yes.
because you can still use wisdom even in the purchase of the gifts, because you may be able to afford it, but there still ought to be a lesson in there when you're buying gifts for children.
But you think they think about that? They think when they
No.
do that, I feel they're doing that to show up whoever's out there.
Mm.
Look what I could do. This
That-
is what I spent on.
That
Yes.
and because they probably wasn't showing up all year round.
That's true.
That
Compensation.
deadbeat dad, that mom
Yes.
who wasn't in the home.
Right.
Now they come with this big expensive gift.
Mhm.
Yes.
I love you.
Yes.
And that's
Yes.
their way of saying it. But for the last 11 months, where were you?
Exactly.
Where were you?
That's a very important point to Felicia, because I know of fathers who, but I probably shouldn't have said fathers because
No.
Jason is going to come at me for that.
No.
But I know parents who didn't buy any school supplies,
Mhm.
didn't buy, and then Christmas they showed up with a gift.
Mhm.
And really it is because they know they're making more than the mom. So this gift is going to put them
Extravagant,
uh,
yeah.
a notch
them up,
above
yeah.
mom in the child's eyes. And so there's this competition between, for the child's affection.
And to that point, I could, what they say, I counter that
Mhm.
because I know of instances.
They both do the same thing,
Right, they do
females
the
and
exact
males,
same
yeah.
thing where the mother, she isn't as motherly.
Mhm.
The maternal instinct
Right.
isn't good. So she wasn't really there for a child. So
Mhm.
now she comes with the gifts to buy the child, to
Mm,
buy them out to try to make up for her
right.
loss, just to say what you were saying, to agree with what you were saying.
Yeah.
So both parents do it.
Mhm.
Maybe it might
I
come more
agree.
from the men's side, but both parents do it. And the parents just ain't parenting,
Mm,
because to make your child feel that just because it's Christmas, okay, you are entitled to a
Mhm.
gift. That's where we've gone wrong.
mhm,
So my mom probably made us feel entitled to it. Now,
Mhm.
the good thing is all of us were poor when we go up to the corner.
Right.
So we wasn't comparing gift. We just knew we got a
Exactly,
gift.
yeah,
So whatever
exactly,
it was, whether
yeah.
it was socks, whether
Yes.
it was whatever it was.
Oh gosh, I hate clothes person. I think I have something wrong with anything. Anyway, let's just name any therapy.
Bring it back.
But oh God, I had a point and I totally forgot.
Woosa.
No. Yes, I had a question. Do you think that kids should earn their Christmas presents,
I think if
or anyone?
if they're not living up to their potential, they shouldn't get any. I don't know if they have to earn it.
I
But
disagree.
I don't think they should just be getting gifts willy-nilly. I don't believe in that, because that teaches entitlement. So if y'all say y'all don't agree,
But
then
it's
why
Christmas.
but
It's a
okay,
Christmas present. So,
what,
a Christmas present.
What do you say when you give it to them? What?
Merry Christmas.
No, okay. So why?
I love
giving it?
you.
What's the
Because
what's
it's
the meaning
Christmas.
behind it?
Because the whole point of us giving gifts now is just practicing God giving a gift to us.
Really?
And none of us deserved it. That's the whole point of
Really?
giving gifts
Okay,
at Christmas.
so-
None of us deserved
Right.
God's gift.
Right.
Exactly.
So we there's nothing we can do to earn that.
Right.
No matter how good you are.
Right.
So it's the same concept. No matter how awful you have been all year, it doesn't mean that you should not get something for
Mhm.
Christmas, because Christmas talks about hope of us being better people.
Mhm.
So you ought that, and that should be transferred in the season. Everything becomes better because it's Christmas. That's what's sold.
Wow.
But I'm just saying, if we're reflecting on God and we want to be like him,
Mhm.
and we're giving a gift because he gave a gift
Now,
first.
see, that's why.
That's
what's
why.
the meaning behind the gift. What do you say?
So I posed this question to you, the vagrants on the street.
Mhm.
We talked about giving back to people
Mhm.
earlier. What are they going to do to earn the gift?
No, see,
Exactly.
that's a different thing. I'm talking about my kids now.
Mhm.
No.
I'm not
I-
talking about just giving generally. I'm talking about my kids.
But you're teaching them to give generally, and then you're putting
Right.
stipulations on them.
On how they
I
ought to
believe
receive.
it depends on the
Mhm.
situation. Now, if this is a card or something
Mhm.
where, okay, there's a benchmark and you say there's an incentive if you
Mhm.
bring home a 3.0, that's different.
That's different, yeah.
But Christmas is a time of giving. Now, I'm not saying if this child was rude and defiant, and of course, the parent then has to define what that is in the home. All year round. I'm not saying go and break the bank for that child,
Mhm.
but I'm saying still get them something to show them
Right.
love and compassion and explain to them why you are purchasing a gift for them.
See, now you to go on into explaining. See, mothers and fathers have different styles of parenting.
Mhm.
Mhm.
My style is, hey, you ain't gonna just get, because life is not about just getting. Nothing is that you just get because you entitled, because I'm a child, because it's Christmas. No, there's gonna be a meaning behind this. Now, if you say you're going to because of gift, because of Christ and birth gave us all that, and you explain all that, that's fine. See, you all say just give gifts because
You
that's
said
why
you
I
got a
asked,
gift. You got a
what-
gift at Christmas, right? When you were growing up, you got a gift
Yes.
every Christmas.
Yes, and
And
that
your
bred
parent told you you
entitlement.
got that gift
That bred me entitlement. Thinking,
okay, so
I
you didn't
supposed to get
deserve
a gift.
those gifts
I-
either.
What do I deserve?
But
That's what I'm saying. It breeds entitlement. If you
Mm-hmm.
just given without explanation, oh, it's just Christmas, so we giving. No.
that's usually
No.
why we give gifts at Christmas, because it's
No.
Christmas.
Okay, what's the meaning behind? That's why I asked. What's the meaning? You just given. If you're gonna tell your child, okay, the reason why
Mm-hmm.
we're giving gifts is because of what Christ gave us the best gift. And then when you do that to them, and then you take it out,
Mhm.
then you're teaching them to give. But if you just given because it's Christmas, oh, it's Christmas, go open up a present. Christmas, no.
That's
No.
why you should be doing both. But
That's
if
what
you
I
don't
get now.
give, if you, let's say you have 3 children and you decide, oh, he was bad this year.
Mhm.
He tear up all the things in the
Mhm.
house, never listen to me, never did this homework. He ain't getting no gift.
Mhm.
But you give your other 2 children
Mhm.
gifts.
Mhm.
Now Joe has to deal with rejection issues.
Yes.
He needs to
Christmas
go
is
see
not
a
the time for that.
therapist.
No,
Yeah,
no.
exactly.
Joe
Me and Joe
needs
on
to
the
know,
bench.
because see, I believe this is how I parent. I sit down and I talk. Hey, the reason why you get this, because you did so good. The reason
Mhm.
why you got this is because you did so bad. So you can know when they're coming. One time, my daughter, I'm not going to say I have 2, my daughter just misbehaved. I
Mhm.
say, listen, if I showed them the gift I bought. I say, if this report card come back reflecting something, I getting put up. And if that don't get, your report card don't reflect a better thing by Easter, that's gonna get given away.
But
you
again,
think
to my
happened?
point, that was report card. This is Christmas.
Exactly.
But hold
That
on,
should be
Christmas-
separate.
No, Christmas,
See,
I can't reward bad behavior. So what's the incentive for them to do better if they can just get it
Because
anyway?
okay, here's the deal. A Christmas present is not a reward for
No.
anything.
What is it?
And that's the
You don't work
thing.
for it.
You don't work for it.
Did
It's
we
just
work for
like
salvation.
exactly,
No.
and that's the whole
But
point.
I
That's
say
why
to
we
nobody.
celebrate. Yeah, Jason's
No,
just
but
the
it-
Grinch. We might have to move on from here. But the whole
I say to
point.
nobody. I'm
No,
teaching.
well,
I'm teaching
and-
life.
and that's
I'm
the thing.
teaching.
We're being Christ-like.
And Christ,
And
like, I
then-
can do
and
that
he-
without
and
giving
God-
a gift, you know. I
yes,
can do that
you-
without giving a
yes,
gift.
you can.
Okay, well, you would have to explain how you
That's
do
what I say.
that.
That's why I say I talk.
Okay.
And
Right.
this is the reason for the season. This is what we do.
Mhm.
And you're not just getting a gift. If I give you a gift, it's because I want to.
Mhm,
No, okay, oh, I should have said that. They might just get a gift for something more. Now, something what they want,
Exactly.
they have-
and
they
that's
get-
exactly.
And
That's
it's
different.
it's all during Christmas.
Yes, I understand, but that's different because
What's the light?
Superwoman.
Yes.
Me.
So
Um,
I've learned that there's some things you have to do in order to get a different result.
I
And I'm
agree.
talking about my children. I'm not talking about giving gifts to
Right.
your
Just
wife or
any.
the adults or stuff. I'm talking about kids. how
Oh,
to
she does have to
motivate-
earn it too, right, Jason?
motivate.
Trying to get him in trouble. I hope it worked.
But the fella name, man. Call back there. Let's get the sheriff face red again.
Oh my.
Yeah. So
Yes,
got
we
it.
have to go to a commercial break. We will be right back. And when we do come back, we expect you to call us.
Yes.
I'm Flynn Daxon from Nose Witness News, reporting live from Sniper Paintball City. We're here with the manager and he's going to tell us a little about what they have to offer.
Daddy, I got this at Sniper Paintball. We have paintball, cornhole, mini golf, batting cage.
Strike!
That's not a strike.
So come on down every Saturday and Sunday to Sniper Paintball City, located next to Crosstown, where you and the family can have a great time.
See you at Sniper.
So welcome back to Let's Talk. So we had a topic, the joys and stresses of Christmas, and it was a nice topic, but we neglected to mention our commenters. So right now we're going to do that. Mr. Producer, go ahead with the comments.
Our first comment for the day is Christmas is supposed to be about the birth of Christ, but it comes with the pressure of buying gifts when money is low. The next commenter said, Christmas is not for men with families. His job is to make sure his family is straight. Lady said, I don't know if I'm going to say her name. I think you said her name earlier, Condria Danica. I appreciate the shout out. I must have said the wrong name.
Yes, yes.
What's her name?
You said it.
Okay. This is the season for giving. Don't diss the pajamas, Jason.
I learned.
I agree. Find joy in what you have. It's the best practice, they say. That practice I have for my kids, I train them to be givers, especially this time of the year, and explain why it is important. Most men just want a belly full. Women want lavish gifts. Any truth to that?
Yes, yes. We
Okay.
definitely want lavish gifts.
Okay. Oh, it is
Yes.
true. Okay.
5,000 enough.
Oh,
Oh my.
Alicia, come on now.
Another commenter say, all extras after November cut off until next year March.
I tell you.
I'm
Told
sure
you.
that's a male.
I told you. Because it's the females coming after them.
Mhm.
Hey, you always call us dumb, but be smart enough for that.
Okay.
Smart enough for that.
Okay. All right.
So the stresses, the joys and stresses of Christmas, I guess that it all boils down to your perspective and how you want to receive it
Mhm.
and what position you allow yourself to be put in. That's what I think.
Mm-hmm.
I know I reached this stage in life. I ain't gonna let nobody put no pressure on me.
No, me
Any
either.
pressure I get
Yeah.
is because I receive it, I put it on myself.
Right. I agree. And I think you have to prepare yourself for it. You know,
Definitely.
Christmas is coming the same every
Sometime
year.
every year.
Prepare yourself financially, prepare
Yeah.
yourself emotionally. And if you can handle being alone, start before December, before November.
Before November. If you're wise, just
Start before
August,
November because
August.
clearly the guys are onto us. So start about August if you don't want to be alone for December. And don't show your true colors until after December.
And don't forget the reason for the season and to give back to someone.
Yes.
Most definitely.
Yes.
Definitely. The reason for the season. So we got to take another commercial break. These commercials coming on too quick, fast, in a hurry, boss. But anyway, we'll be right back after this quick break.
Welcome to Karen's Kitchen, where we specialize in Bahamian dishes such as fried fish, crab conch, crab soup, and much more. We're located on Queens Highway next to GB Muffler. To order, call 441-4033.
I'm Flynn Daxon from Nose Witness News, reporting live from Sniper Paintball City. We're here with the manager and he's going to tell us a little about what they have to offer.
Daddy, I got this at Sniper Paintball. We have paintball, cornhole, mini golf, batting cage.
Strike!
That's not a strike.
So come on down every Saturday and Sunday to Sniper Paintball City, located next to Crosstown, where you and the family can have a great time.
See you at Sniper.
Yes.
So welcome back to Let's Talk. So guys, I know you just saw our crew got a little bigger just now. So we have off the bench, we have Mr. Mix.
Yeah. Yeah, it's your boy. Let me take this mic up. I know who it is. It's your boy Mix from Off the Bench. We in the biddy. Look here. Special shout out to Let's Talk. Let's Talk doing a great job.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, my brother.
Y'all know how he's doing on off the bench. Like, share, and subscribe. See, they ain't gonna big. I can big. Y'all subscribe to this channel.
Yeah, man.
Let's Talk live. All right then, y'all play games.
Yeah, man. So before we ain't gonna let you off the hook just like quickly that now. Joys and stress of Christmas. Where you at on that? You on the joy side, the stress side, you in the middle? What says he?
I'm a man that plans.
Right.
So I know ahead of time what my family wants. I know what my wife wants, so I already know, hey, go get this now so I don't have to be stressed over when Christmas reach.
You lucky my wife still got me guessing. I know what she want to get.
So
I need to know what you want.
So and then so every so often I reach out to my kids and find out like for instance, just the other day I called my kids and like, hey, what that Christmas list look like? So I could be ready because I already know I have one daughter that's a diva. Her Christmas, her budget for Christmas is $2,000.
Oh my gosh.
And that she's only she's 13 years old.
That's one of the parents we were talking about earlier.
You making it hard for the fella. Whoever fella coming, you making it hard.
And then the other girl, my other daughter, she just wants whatever daddy sends.
Oh,
that's the good one. That's the one after daddy. Yeah. But you gotta put, if you have girls, you gotta make it hard for these fellas.
Definitely. That's what I'm talking.
My kids grow up eating steak and lobster.
That's what I'm talking.
For lunch.
Man in their life.
Yeah, you can't bring my children no Burger King, my boy.
No, wait a minute now. Don't dip no Burger King now, because for a long time I was hooked on that bad stuff.
But hold on, me and Burger King, if you all better can sponsor the show. That's what it is.
Yeah,
y'all come in.
that's right.
Exactly.
Keep this plug. Yeah.
Listen here. Y'all come out. Y'all sponsors. We need sponsors for this show.
That's right.
Ain't no free thing around here.
I retract my statement.
Shout out for King already too late.
So yeah.
All right.
So we gotta do our little wrap up. So I
Yes.
let our lovely guests, to get it started the ball rolling.
I'd like to say thank you for having me, and don't forget, although the season brings a lot of stress, remember to find the joy in all that you do. Find the joy, and you always have the right to choose joy.
Amen.
Yes.
I like that.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I want to wrap up by saying Merry Christmas to all of you. Have a wonderful, safe Christmas, and choose not to be stressed out.
That's right.
And I think stress comes from our response to things. Things will always be how they are, but it's our response to it that determines if we're going to be stressed out or not. And like our good guest said, choose joy, choose to be happy, plan ahead, and that will help to eliminate any kind of stress. With that said, Merry Christmas.
Yeah, so they said it all, but I'll piggyback on both of my lovely ladies. They're very smart, very wise. So they made my job easy. All I gotta say is ditto. And I win.
All right.
But don't forget the reason for the season.
Yes.
Don't allow materialism and this commercialized society to draw you into all the stress and then put your basket way where you can't reach it.
Yes.
Live within your means, man, and realize that you don't need things to be happy. Find your happiness in your family and your friends, and just enjoy the season. So I just want to say Merry Christmas. We appreciate you guys. We love you guys, and we hope to see you back next year. Thanks for joining us here on Let's Talk.
Me? I have something to say too?
Yeah.
Y'all want me to say something?
Say something.
Listen to me. That's what I want to say. Bring the mic close. Hold up.
Oh, there you go.
Listen to me. Y'all can hear me clearly. Listen to me. 2024 about to be a movie. Let's Talk and Off the Bench and all the other shows on Superior Talk. We have some things lined up, and if you miss it, you diss it. All right then.
Well said.
That's it. Thanks, guys.
Good night.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.